everybody. This is Star Shear with Choppin It Up with Star Shear for Ohio Radio. Mr. Richard Myers from the Myers Firm PA is in the house.
Did it again.
Yes, you see, guys, I said it correctly. I got this. I'll be telling you about it. And we have a special co-host today. Mr.
himself. It is I in the flesh.
Two options. And they couldn't get it out.
I was gonna. There was three names. There we go. I was gonna call him three names. I was gonna call him Mr. Impossible.
The first name.
I was gonna call him Nick, but he is Paris. He goes by Paris now.
Mr. himself.
I'm glad to be back. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, he was here in the beginning. We did an interview with him. You know, he shared a lot of stuff about his life with us. It was pretty neat. And for him to share with us, like, how it kind of started off for him, you know. Some people will never think it would happen for them like that, and it happens.
That must have been the episode I missed, because I don't remember
it. It wasn't that cool of a story, honestly.
Okay. No, but
it was a cool story.
You'll hear more about the uncool story I never heard before later.
It's a really cool story because now he's more open about it, because before he was like, you know, he just mentioned it, but he didn't really focus on talking about it. But now, like, he's really talking about it. So you guys should follow him, because he's actually kind of doing like a movie about it, right?
Yeah, well, that's a good tease.
Got a short film coming.
Yeah. That's cool. All right, who else is here?
And we have a special guest. He is a singer and songwriter. His name is Baaron.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for having me.
And he's here with his manager.
Hello.
The Razor Queen.
Yes.
She's a barber too.
Barber gang.
Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm the Razor Queen. I know I was going to be talking.
Actually, he also came with his parents. So, like, let's clap for our parents that support our kids. You know, a lot of parents out there would be like, "Oh, you're stupid." You know what I mean? Like, they'll just,
like mine did. Woo-hoo! I'm just kidding.
They would like say, you know, they would just not want you to do something big sometimes, because they were, you know, they just are afraid of
I'm going to presume
stuff.
they see talent and they're fostering it.
Well, I'd hope so.
Right? Absolutely. Okay, there you go.
So how long have you been singing for?
I mean, I guess like as like a hobby since I was a little kid. I used to put on shows like for my family and for my grandparents and whatnot. But I started taking it seriously about 3 years ago. Really getting into it.
Did you sing in chorus when you were like in school?
In elementary school, yeah. But when I got to middle school and stuff, kind of dropped it. I picked up more instrumentation. So like I started on saxophone.
Wow.
Moved over to keys and guitar, bass, all that good stuff.
The saxophone is like the sexiest sound out there, I think. It's really sexy.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Do you play a lot?
Not as much as I used to, but I was pretty solid throughout high school. All-state jazz band, that kind of stuff.
Oh. We're going to have to bring him
See,
back
I'm so
so he
old.
can play the saxophone.
I look at this guy to my left. I'm so old, and I'm thinking, you don't look you're far removed from high school.
Oh,
how old are you?
I'm only 20. I just turned 20 in
So,
December.
not too far. Okay. So go ahead. Well, I don't mean to interrupt. I'm just a lawyer on the show.
So yeah, so you started very young songwriting, or just like singing songs you knew?
I actually I haven't started songwriting until about a month ago. I wrote the EP that we're dropping here soon in about 4 or 5 days. And those were the first songs I ever wrote. And now we have the EP written, started recording that, and we have a 14-track album coming that's been written.
Yo, so were you doing like covers before, or
not really. No,
you just had somebody writing your music, or?
Oh, no. I guess like for a hobby, I was like singing by myself, like covers, like in the car or whatever.
Gotcha.
I sang for a church a few times.
That's dope.
Well, if you sing for a church, you can sing.
I like to think so.
I mean, like, you know, Beyonce, she sang, like, there's so many big singers out there that sang in church, and, like, their voice is, like...
It's a great place to start. Lots of huge talents in the church world.
And you get connected with your soul when you sing, because you actually have a connection to what's happening with the
you
song,
believe what you're saying.
And you believe what they're saying, so it's, like, different, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
So...
What inspires your lyrics?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
That's what I wanted to ask. When he was telling me he was writing, I was like, wow, I wonder what's making him write.
And what do you write about?
The EP is all about kind of the same thing. It was a breakup I went through.
That's
The
where it
EP's
starts.
called, it's tip for a lot of people. The EP's called Black Box.
Fuck breakups.
Yeah, seriously, man. She was horrible, too.
Thinking about ourselves.
She was such a fickle bitch, man. I hate her.
My
Everybody-
coming out.
Is everybody here single?
Except for them. They're married, but... Oh, she got someone, but I'm single now.
Everybody's single here.
Shout out to the girl the EP's
Oh.
about.
Technically, you're gonna get me in trouble again. I know.
Remember the word allegedly.
Allegedly.
Let's put it this way: I'm unmarried, right?
Whoa.
Okay.
So that's what happened. So like, did that trigger you? Like you were like, I'm gonna focus on myself and do something that I always wanted to. Like, did you always want this?
Oh, yeah. Since I was a little kid, I had dreams of just, getting up on stage and, singing to crowds or whatever, but I had actually kind of given that up and pursued, a normal, secular world, just average desk job for a while, just to get a place and provide for this girl, and then she broke up with me and kind of just...
Blank.
I'm sorry, what was that?
That blank. I didn't want to say it on the air since we're
Gotcha.
so, mom and pop show.
Oh, yeah. Very
That's
PG.
not
Mom and pop, huh?
You can't say, you don't have to say blank here.
No, this is not FCC regulated sex sexual.
All right, bet.
This is totally uncensored and explicit.
All right, awesome.
So you're free to be you. This is you can
I'll just
be
say
you.
I don't like her already.
Huh?
I'll just say I don't like her already.
Oh, yeah,
I
you should.
know.
She's not a good person. Very fake.
What's wrong with people? Why would you get into a relationship
No,
if
you don't
you're not gonna
learn-
be
you don't
about
learn
it?
off the bat. You have hope.
Yeah.
We've talked about
Yeah,
this.
she's a really good actor. Or actress, I guess.
No, but why do they have to just attach to people? Why can't you just do your own thing and work and do things like everybody else?
Exactly. Some people are just miserable, so they gotta be able to project that onto someone else,
So is there songs like that on that track?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I have a song called Unpopular Opinions, which is about, she's in a new relationship now, and she's just posting it all over the place. Oh, dude, he used to be my best friend. Oh, shit, right? What?
Wait,
Such
wait, wait,
fucking fuckery.
Fuck that guy.
Exactly.
Fuck that
We
guy.
don't like you anymore.
Are you going back onto her profile to see what's going on?
Oh, no, my boy sent it to me.
Listen,
Ugh.
everybody sends us everything.
Fuck that
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
The same thing happened to me. Listen, I did it. I basically made somebody to be something.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
They never seen that amount ever in their lives,
Mm-hmm.
and they had it. But you know what? Whatever happened, happened. And now he's posting pictures of the new person that's doing it for him.
Yeah.
They're gonna keep going, and everybody sees you changing partners so frequently.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That looks like you're gold digging either way.
100%.
Because, if you're going to say I'm going to be in a relationship with somebody, you have to, do relationship things. You have to
You
work
gotta
through
commit.
You have to work through shit.
Exactly. You can't just leave whenever you get a bad feeling.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway,
I can
real,
see, I
right?
can see, I can
anyway,
see
the
you,
next
crabs.
one that comes along, we'll put her to shame.
We all see you.
Right, you'll gain perspective at the end of it.
Exactly.
So now, where are you at with this? In your mind, now you're writing songs. Did you fall into something dark before? You were just didn't want nothing.
Yeah, pretty much. Whenever she broke up with me, I was definitely a different person whenever we were together, and whenever that happened, that kind of just broke down the idea of who I thought I was. I was trying to convince myself that I was okay with just a desk job and a normal apartment and just 9 to 5 normal working, and that I was never intended for that. I was trying to convince myself of that to give her a place to stay and to provide for her because I thought I was going to marry this girl, and then whenever she broke up with me, it was this life I kind of created for myself all fell apart.
Because you did it. You didn't take care of yourself,
Exactly.
and you took care of her. So now
That's how it goes.
the loss is so big. You know why? Because now you have nothing.
Exactly. Yep.
You have
That was what it
nothing
was.
because you didn't worry about yourself, and that's. I'm not gonna act like I know it. I've been
No, but
there.
you're right.
I've been
That
there.
happened to me before. You know what I mean? It's okay, this is why this has happened because I was taking care of somebody, and I just was making everything perfect for everyone else. And
Yeah.
then I got exhausted.
There's two truths that always come about in situations like this. Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and everything happens for a reason, right?
Yeah.
So they go in hand. So it happened for a reason, and it's going to make you stronger. and it's launching your career.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? So
Such a blessing.
Her idiocy is your muse.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
But it's a good thing, because, you go through that spot and then you overcome it. And then you really look deep into your soul and you find your artistic ability of whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then you make it blossom.
And then she's going to want to crawl back. You're not going to let her.
You're going to be like,
That's the
gonna
best
let
part. Just wait till she hits the DMs. Wait till she's back in the DMs. It happens.
and it happens. You know what? It happened to me. Okay, yeah, you thought you destroyed me down, but then I went through that phase that I was like silent,
Yeah.
and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna live,
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a phoenix.
and
Exactly.
I just everywhere. You know what I mean? So when I started doing that, I did this explicit freaking photo shoot. Right, for a famous photographer.
You don't have to follow the star path, though.
And it went all over social media. Like, his family was sending it to
We got a
each
few
other
good
on
work
their
shots out there.
phones. People were blowing my phone up. And then he was like, hey.
Get the fuck out
And
of here.
after that, every month he tells me he loves me. And he's with the other girl, you know what I mean?
Just hit him with that thanks.
And I haven't,
Don't be tempted,
you know how
man.
you put the thing,
It's gonna get
don't
tempting.
notify that you
I'm
read
sure.
it?
Yeah.
Well, I did that.
Put your red receipts on.
Yeah, no red receipts for you, mister. So, it's like ding, ding,
So is your
ding,
sister managing
ding.
your career and the personal life? Because she needs to protect you from her coming back when you become famous.
Oh,
She
for
definitely
sure.
has a part in
Now
it. Yeah.
she's right. She's out of the picture, right?
Oh yeah.
Not
You got it.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
gone.
Not
All
happening.
right. Mom and dad.
Damn,
right,
that's so
right?
dope.
Okay.
That's your sister?
Yeah.
No more pain
That's
for the
amazing.
son.
No more pain for the son, because you're going to become something huge. And you're going to have an attorney, and they're going to be like, okay, you need to sign right here, please, thank you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If
Yes,
you're going to
ma'am.
love me, you're going to love me for who I am, not for anything else. So
Exactly.
my attorney is going to make sure of that.
You're gonna love me, not my possessions.
Who's that?
Richard Myers
Of?
from the Myers firm, PA.
Hey, that's twice in one episode. You get more than you bargained
Love
for.
it. It's like we've done this before.
Streaking. So, which of all the songs would you say gives you that feeling? Like, it's like that one, like, like that's where your soul is 100%, and like you can't stop thinking about it.
I would say, I guess it depends on what time period you're thinking of, but I think the most emotion I put into a song is probably "Who Are You," which is the third song on the EP. It's the only slow song on the project, and it's the whole premise of it is like you and this girl break up or whatever, and you realize that she's a monster. Like pre-chorus lyrics are recently I've noticed your form
You're
changed.
gonna make everybody here
I
cry.
have a few pages of lyrics I can lend you, man.
Can I just tell you guys, as being his manager and his sister, when we saw him going through like the breakup and being sad and everything, we knew he was writing music, but we had no idea it was going to be actually good. So when he came to us, we didn't. We knew he could sing, but he
Spoken
just
like a
started
sister,
trying to
right?
write.
Doubt? You didn't have
Yeah.
faith? No,
So
come
when
on.
he
That's your
brought
brother.
the song to us and he sang it, we were all like,
Damn.
We're about to be
"Hell
rich.
yeah,
We're about to be rich.
we were like, oh, we loved it.
And then I saw Drew the Barber do a post. I'm like on my social media. Let me tell you something. I really don't have. It appears that I have a lot of time for social media, but like I go on the streak real quick, and then I won't even answer messages. I'm
Yeah.
really bad with social media.
Same. Oh, I'm
But I
horrible
try to
with
promote as much as I can. But if I was good enough, I would be doing more.
it. Yeah.
So I started looking on top, which I never do. I usually just post and like check my stuff. And I started looking on top, and Drew the Barber was there, and I clicked him, and then I saw him, and I said, "Excuse me, do you not know I have a radio show? Why wouldn't you even hit me up?" Yeah, Drew. Why wouldn't you hit me up and be like, "Yo, Star," because I'm a barber.
Yeah, Drew, what's good?
You
dude? Come
know,
on.
I'm a barber. We're families. We belong to a crew. Regardless of everybody's status, we're a crew. We are the people that we have the whole community.
Mm-hmm.
Every single person in the world gets a haircut.
Yep.
Yeah, just
For
about.
sure.
Hey, so how did it come
Wait,
about
just for all those alopeciacs out there now. That's not true.
What?
Never mind.
After
that went over your
Oh
head.
no!
After the let
They-
me step a
they
little bit
still
closer to the
talk
mic. Anyways, how did it come about you managing him, and did you agree at first?
Yeah, I would say so because we are two of four siblings, And our other we're the ones that are similar, and our other two siblings are pretty similar. We're kind of like the dreamers. We always have been like, all right, this is what we want to do. We're just going to switch up our whole life, everything that we've done, and just do something completely different now. We've both been like that, so we were actually chilling in the living room. We love music. We were both kind of, hey, listen to this song. Hey, listen to that song. Hey, listen to this song. And he was like, you know what? I want to be an artist. I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. All right, so we're going to do this. We're going to style you like this. We just started rolling the whole thing, and from the jump.
You know what? This show is about, like, I bring these kind of people. Read my knuckles.
Self-made.
Oh, self-made, yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's the story.
Yep.
This is everybody that comes in here. Everybody that comes in here is so fucking made, and it's fabulous to have you all. Yeah. Like, everyone that's come through these doors, you know? We are unique. We're artistic. You know, there's nothing like us out there.
Yeah, definitely.
That's the best part about being
and we don't care if we have like the support. Sometimes we hope that the support that we get are the people we know, but it's not like that. I've been doing this for 8 years, and my support comes from the outside. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm very grateful for it.
It's that home
because that outside support that I've been getting are people like me. So those are my supporters, and this is what makes me happy. You know, what I do, and the people that support me are the ones I need only, because I'm doing what makes me happy, and they understand me. But there's other people that do different things than me. Right. And they have their own supporters, you know what I mean? We just can't be mean to each other.
Exactly, man.
Like, you know, people just tear people down.
For sure.
Click with your vibe, with your tribe, or whatever.
Yeah.
Hang with them.
Yep.
Leave us alone.
Vibe with your tribe, not click with your tribe.
No. Click with your own tribe.
That's totally not.
You know what I mean?
Totally
and just leave us alone.
It's totally not the phrase at
Who
all.
Are You?
Yes.
Right? Okay. Is that the one you're planning on doing on the show today? Or
Oh,
is it a different one?
I was going to do
Yes.
Perfume.
You're supposed to say yes, because that's the one we're interested in now.
Oh my God, we're so interested.
Did you drop the EP yet?
Would you
No.
do 2 songs?
Okay.
I mean, I could.
Yeah, he can
We
do
would
2
love
songs.
for 2 songs.
All right.
Yeah.
While you're
Where
here?
can we find you? Tell us more.
Yeah, I'm on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Google Play. My songs are even like on TikTok. Really.
Keep repeating your name. What to look.
Oh,
people look
Baaron.
up.
Yeah, it's Baaron.
Baaron.
Yes.
Okay.
And your IG handle.
My Instagram is Baaron is cool. Baaroniscool. Baaron was taken, so I just had to.
These fuckers.
Right? Like,
You
whose
gotta
fucking
protect
name
yourself.
is Baaron? No one. Why would you take
It doesn't
it?
help that Trump's son is Baaron, right?
Yeah, maybe not.
Okay.
You gotta
He
protect
actually
yourself
might
in
have
this
it.
Maybe it
industry.
does help, right?
Like, this is a little advice that I learned by myself. Like, it was horrible. So I did things because I loved them. I used to be an accountant. And I decided I didn't want to be anymore when I didn't want to be anymore. When I was ready in life. I worked hard, and I was like, I can do some of this and focus on other things in my life. I got to the point, so I moved from New York to Florida because it was cheaper. I had a set. I had a plan. And then I decided that I wanted to do artistic stuff. But when I started doing artistic stuff out of fun, it started becoming something cool, and people were like hiring me and doing all that stuff. And I was just working without thinking. I was getting work. I didn't have to do a website. I don't even have a website still. I never had to do a website or nothing. And I'm thankfully, I get work in a lot of different areas in my industry, from makeup artistry to dressing people up, to like going shopping with people for their outfits, like things like that. So it's good. Like,
Yeah,
I'm all about fashion. I'm in the fashion world when it comes to looks, makeup, haircuts, beards, all of it.
Yeah.
So somebody said that I should have done all my work on my website, right? And I said, yeah, I don't know, whatever. And they were like, yeah, you need to. Why you don't show off your work? And then I started doing ink modeling. They were like, you need to show off your work. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. You need to have a website, blah, blah, blah. I never did it. One day I decided that I was probably going to do a website, and I tried to find my name, and somebody else bought it.
Same thing happened to me.
There is nobody in the world that his name Star Shear.
Yeah.
Just for the record, she didn't know me then.
I didn't know him
Things
then.
would've been different.
I didn't know him then. So then I hit, they have brokers that sell the websites.
Yep.
And you call them up and you sell them, and then they sell it. These motherfuckers were like, I will sell it back to you for $20,000.
20,000.
Yes.
Wow.
And I said, you can have it. Thanks. So then I created IamStarsheer.com.
There you go.
Because now I am Starsheer.
Yeah.
You can have Starsheer and all this stuff, but it's not I am Starsheer because I am the one. So that's how that worked out. So yeah, you gotta like people out there that are trying to have a dream and become something, or like you have a special thing that you want to show the world. Protect yourself because it's talent.
So let's hear some talent.
Yeah.
All right, how do you want to do this?
So yeah, how do we find you again? At your say your Instagram.
My Instagram is Baaron is cool. BAARONISCOOL.
And
my
yeah, like your music.
on all the music streaming platforms, it's just Baaron BAARON.
So.
All right, I'm going to find you right now.
All right.
You're going to link me back up. You're going to follow me, I guess, in return.
Yeah.
Because I'm just ancient. I don't even know the language.
Follow back.
Right. And then when you really need me for whatever you really need,
All right.
we'll hook up.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, is this song from the EP or is this a single?
Perfume is a single that will be a part of the EP, and then Who Are You is strictly EP.
All right.
Wow. So did you go to school for music?
No, ma'am.
How did you learn all this terminology?
I guess it was more so my own interest. I just went on the internet, found like musical theory courses and whatever I can get my hands on.
What artist inspires you?
I would say from a talent standpoint,
Yeah.
like the vocals of like people like Brendan Urie.
Like a new age right now.
Okay.
Who's out that inspires you?
Probably people like Avery Wilson, AJ Mitchell, Post,
Yeah.
Black Bear.
I could sense a little post.
Want him to perform?
Yeah, when you
I
perform.
play guitar too. Okay, bet.
Then maybe we can talk to the parents real quick.
Oh Jesus!
You see, when you come in these doors, anything happens.
You might. You might not.
All right, guys. So
I can film this,
Baaron,
right? He's not going to sue me for copyright. All right, that's good.
So Baaron today is going to perform a song, which is called
Perfume.
Perfume, and we're excited because we get to hear it live.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Seems my guitar's out of tune. A little out of tune.
Sounds great.
No, you want it to be perfect, right?
I should probably be in tune.
You do what you
Okay.
gotta do because this is a live show.
Well,
You're
we
not
can-
putting a concert
We
on.
can run a song for 2 minutes and let him tune his guitar, right?
Yeah, I'll do that. Let me throw
Yeah,
some.
let's do that.
Okay.
All right.
He's
Awesome.
going to run a song in the background. You tune your guitar. We'll go back
Okay.
on the air.
Wow, look at Mr. Richard being the boss motherfucker.
You know it.
Are we off air?
Now I'm about to throw on this Gino Lexus.
Gino Lexus, we love you, baby.
We'll be right back.
Yeah. You remember back in the day, you know, you used to worry about every color shoe you had for felines and all that. People wearing cross colors. You didn't even care. You just wanted to be down. You just wanted to have fun. Now everybody trying to tattoo their face and do some nonsense or something, you know? Oh well. Hey. Yo, can't control the future. Living in the present by the second people used to. Taking life for granted was a peasant till I started using views as a weapon. Hard to keep the booze when the dude spitting hard lessons from a mental to a pad to a beat from a metronome. Through a microphone out the speakers, then I'm in your dome and been the lone rider. Least in my city of the 813. People hate to see you rise up. If I was a woman, they said Gino Lex is fire. Front rows at my shows, raising all their lighters. Rile up critics with a sentence that I state. Saying what the people thinking, they gon' tell you that I hate. Why I stay the case, matter of fact, they already won. Hard to get along when we sober, so we talking crunk. Loading bonds, but the problem's never getting gone. So you turning on the radio, repeat your favorite song. Do you remember? When we were young. Do you remember? Yeah, heard your favorite song. Remember when we were in love? Remember when we were in love with hip hop? Yeah. Remember pumping gangster and Scarface, soul in the beat saying cash rules everything around me say creep. Singing who got the prize, Brooklyn. So Annie up, Mad Thugs took in. Jules, you're sniffing glue.
What's up, everybody? We're back. Today has been a special, special day, really. You know, I like to have my show about dreamers and doers, and we have a lot of dreamers in here. And doers. So that's pretty dope, right? When you have energy that wants to be uplifting to each other, it's something different in the room, you know? It's just more better.
Definitely.
Yes. So,
More better.
Baaron, because you gave me a look. You fucked up my vibe. I was trying to say what a great vibe we had tonight.
Victory.
And he has to do that. Whatever he does.
I'm trying to challenge you to work through
My friends. That's when I tell you, you know, the energies, you got to be aware so it doesn't distract you from what's going to be delivered.
It's more better, okay?
It's more better.
It's more
You know who's
better.
more better? Baaron is cool.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Baaron is cool.
Amazing segue.
Give me a high five for that one. He deserves it. All right, Baaron is cool. Why don't you play the song that you're going to play, which is called Perfume, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's hear it.
All right. I smell your perfume on my sheets. It's making me feel sick. I think, hate that it keeps reminding me of you. It's been a week since you got mad and walked away, but a part of you hasn't quite done the same. Now my stomach gets tight when your stench creeps in the night like a ghost. Oh, now, yeah. I smell your perfume on my sheets. It's making me feel sick. I think, hate that it keeps reminding me of you. I smell your perfume on my sheets. It's making me feel sick. I think, hate that it keeps reminding me of you. Dum 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 da da dum 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 da da dum dum dum. How the hell could something that smells so sweet make me wanna throw up so suddenly? Rather than trying just to mask it with my own cologne, I might as well go ahead and take another girl home. Now my stomach gets tight when your stench creeps through the night like a ghost. I'm not, yeah. I smell your perfume on my sheets. It's making me feel sick. I think, hate that it keeps reminding me of you. I smell your perfume on my sheets. It's making me feel sick. I think, hate that it keeps reminding me of you.
Woo!
Wow. OMG. Oh my God.
Can I say I relate?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I know it's sort of
I
like-
seen him reminiscing over there. Fuck that.
Like, that's why
Oh
gonna punch you
my
for a
God. Holy shit. That song was like, wow.
Thank you.
You are beautiful. That,
You are, for real.
oh, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
It was beautiful. You wrote that song and you made the sound for it and everything. Like you
Yes, ma'am.
composed the
About
song.
15 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, that one was a quick one. I don't think I really had a song take more than about 30 minutes to write.
So, okay, so what's like your mindset about this? Like this is how Star thinks.
Okay.
Okay, so
Watch out! Here
Oh
it
my God.
comes.
Okay, guys,
Here it comes.
hold on.
Hold-
Okay, just sit tight real quick. You know, just be grounded for this one. Okay, so when you wrote that song, that's what you were feeling.
Yes, ma'am.
But now that you sing that song, you just vibing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so now like, isn't it funny to you that you created something so magnificent out of this?
Yeah, it's definitely odd because like the music and the melody is so upbeat. Like I made sure to write it in like an upbeat, like in like catchy fashion, but the emotion I was portraying definitely wasn't so. So like it's kind of odd whenever I sing it now because it's fun. It's like a bouncy, vibey song. You're just kind of jamming to it, but I kind of remember where it was written from. So even like now when I hear it like playing in the car or wherever I hear it, it's just like, damn, like where that came from was a really broken guy, but now
the
he's
lyrics
just chilling.
can bring everybody that's listening into a moment in time in their lives, yet not feel so down about it. They think of the positive side that you're pushing
It's got
through.
like perfect balance.
Yes,
of the
yes,
highs and the
exactly
lows.
right.
at
It's
the
like,
same
you know,
time.
I did go through that shit, but like, I'm here now.
But I'm here exactly.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, that was the way.
Like,
I
it's
kinda
like
intended
you can
for
get
it.
out of this shit. You can if you just want to.
But I really don't appreciate that you got me thinking about my ex-girlfriend.
I'm sorry.
Fuck
Hopefully,
you, baby.
Yeah,
They
I'm
always
sorry.
say they always say that when you like a song and it comes on, you associate with the moment of what was happening that day. Like that song will come on, and that's what you will remember when you heard it the first time. So you know that's the beauty of music. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Now, I'm
like-
old enough, way old enough, to know that one of my favorite songs in the world is Who Are You by The Who.
Okay.
So I can't wait to hear your version.
It's a little bit different.
Yeah, I figured.
It's a little bit more in the feels.
So how long did this happen?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Like how long did you do this? Like when did this happen? When did this begin? Like what's the moment? How long ago?
When did that bitch leave you? Is that what you're asking?
I'm not asking her when she left you. Like when was the moment that you decided to step out of the box?
Okay. It was after she broke up with me. I fell into really deep depression, suicidal thoughts.
Like how long did that last for you?
Probably about a month. Where I just didn't want to leave my room.
Were you living at home? Mm-hmm. Okay. So you are part of this.
Yeah, they
I'm
sadly
speaking
got
to the
see
parents,
it all.
by the way.
Yeah, family saw it all. He saw it. I was just in a really broken
Who is
place.
he? We haven't even said he
Oh,
was here.
that's my best friend, Terrence.
Terrence, what's
Hey,
up?
special shout out.
Terrence, you the real MVP, like best
That's
friends.
not that's
that
not the
support.
best friend that did the.
No.
I was about to say, hold on.
Yeah, he's not dead.
Hey, there's part 2 of this story over here.
Right?
On the Starship
Yeah, she's
show.
outside. She's waiting in the
Hey,
car.
Terrence, who are you?
And then he was gonna be like, "Now we're friends, all of us."
Oh yeah, what a plot twist, right?
Twist.
Stories. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
And
after
everything is cool.
Yeah, no, not quite. I don't really talk to him anymore.
You shouldn't.
Well, I've tried. I've
You
tried to
don't
be
have to.
cordial. He just doesn't.
You know what?
Respond.
You
Yeah,
do
I
not
get it.
have to be cordial at all. You know why? Because you're a good person, and good people don't have to be cordial to bad people.
Yeah.
That's true.
We don't.
Yeah.
Why should we? Nope. You know that's the problem, that people become pushovers because we're nice.
But it's a long
We
process
don't.
to put things in the rearview mirror, right?
Yeah. Seriously.
It's stages.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Definitely.
get it. Yeah.
I know it's hard, but you
By the way, I'm
want.
a year and a half. I'm still in the last little stages.
He just wants his sneakers back. That's all he wants.
I want my
Dude, I don't blame you, bro.
Wait, when we go off the air, you'll hear the whole thing.
Okay.
Oh damn! What
Because
happened?
it's not about me. It's about you right now.
Oh God! For 30 weeks straight, this happens after the show.
I'm not bitter.
Not at all.
No, I have
You're
no bitter-
thriving, man.
But I'm so excited for you because you're only 20-something years old, and
20.
you
Yeah,
and you
20.
were able to succeed something like that. Like there's people that do it like it happens to them later on in life after they've been longer with a person, and it happens to them, and they seem to get stuck in that time and they can't
Yeah.
move forward from it. And just watching you with such a beauty to deliver, you know what I mean? Having able to do it at such a young age is very inspiring to people because you know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
There's so much out there for you right now that you can fall into because it's easy. You don't have the responsibility as older people do. You know what I mean? We have a lot to lose. You right now don't
Yeah.
that much. You know what I mean? And to decide that much.
She's a lawyer. She's a lawyer, really.
You know what I mean?
You
I am
figured
a
it out.
lawyer.
Yes, you figured it out.
I am a
Yes,
lawyer.
yes.
And
Just sign here.
I told you we were going to collect. So, you know what I mean? You decided to take charge of your life very quickly compared to people your age.
Yeah.
Because right now you would probably be getting high and fucking shit up and being with a bunch of girls.
You're better than me. I would have been in jail.
You know what I mean?
At 20?
No.
Yeah.
But you did something, and you reached out to your soul because you helped yourself heal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's a good example to give to people. You can heal from these things. It's okay if it doesn't work out. We need to move on. If you feel like it's not right, don't go for it. Follow your heart. You deserve better. If you're good, you deserve good. You know what I mean? And that's the thing that people don't understand. That's why they get into these situations and live like a very troubling life.
Yeah.
I had a troubling life. I decided that I don't want it anymore. So you do the things that don't give you that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that you have to fall into the cube. You can be outside of the cube and not fall in troubling lives.
Yeah.
You can be somebody that's going to be like, today I'm going to do this and it's going to be that way. And then you do it. And you just do it. You know what I mean? Nobody's going to stop you because the energy makes you achieve it.
Yeah.
And besides, now we're all a posse and we're going to go over her house and just kill her.
That's such a good way to end the
right.
positive note.
Totally.
We just want closure for
Totally
you.
not going to
The
happen.
best way to find it. For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Oh, yeah, I'm the lawyer here. No, that's I disclaimed what I just said.
Okay.
Totally not a good idea.
It's like
Wow.
verbal chess. Jesus.
I wasn't recommending murder by any means.
You were recommending it, you were promising
Your
it.
world, this is not happening in the Star Share show. What you heard was a joke.
It's all
Someone-
parody.
Disclaimer.
That's it. It's
Disclaimer.
Yeah, it's humor.
Arguably.
Yeah.
Leave it up in the air.
Thank you, man. You're really helping me out.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate it.
So let's say
Uh-oh. The look you gave me.
You know what time it is?
It's the Myers moment?
It's the Myers moment.
All right, well, this is a new feature of the show. That was meant to be an old feature of the show by now.
Yes, because he's been yelling at me.
Yeah,
But now he
okay.
has it.
So,
No
all you
intro music.
listeners out
Nothing.
there, it's not going to bore you to death. But I am certain that there's a lot of you out there who don't know whether or not the job you have, where you're properly classified. You could be an independent contractor or an employee. And I know there are people who work in certain industries.
Like the
that
barbering world.
The barbering world.
Or cosmetology, salons.
So there are circumstances
tattoo
in where you might find yourself working at a place where you feel like you're under the control of the employing unit, we'll call it, not necessarily your employer. And you wonder whether or not that person's trying to get away with tax fraud because they'll classify you as an independent contractor when they're really your employee. Also, you can be in trouble. The individual independent contractor / employee may also be involved in tax trouble if they're not properly classified. So I got motivated for this moment because there's somebody close in my life that felt like they weren't sure whether they were being properly classified by their employing unit. So, and I'm not going to go into great detail. I don't need to go into a consult but those people out there who are confused about whether or not they should be treated as an employee or as an independent contractor, you can look up the Myers firm. That's a great way to start. I'll consult you. There's a 20-step or 20-factor checklist that I will go over with you to determine whether or not you're properly classified. The basic thing you need to focus on is whether or not you feel and have evidence of you're being controlled by the employing unit. Okay, because sometimes you're classified as an independent contractor, yet the person that gives you the opportunity to work is controlling your hours, how you do your work, when you do your work, what language you should use while at work. Right. So someone's waving their hand in the air. I can't tell who it is.
Pick
right now.
me.
Oops.
Oh.
Oops. I
So
said.
classification of
Right.
employment means like if you're a subcontractor, meaning you pay your own taxes, you're 1099 and you're not getting a
Right.
W-2 from your employer and he's not paying your taxes for you and giving you a W-2 at the end of the year, if you're responsible for your own taxes and you have to do your own thing, that's the misclassification of employment.
Right. And I have this 20-point checklist I don't need to bore our audience with because we have a very sophisticated audience that doesn't need to sit and listen through every single factor.
Yeah.
But the one thing you should understand is that if you feel like you're under the control of somebody else, then you're probably more likely than not an employee rather than an independent contractor. Now, there are things that countervail it. Like if you are controlled by an employer who says, look, you need to be at this particular location between 8 and 5. That's where you need to do your work. But they don't control who you see, when you see them, how you do it, what tools you use, whatever. You may feel like you're under control because you're there at certain hours that your employing unit demands you to be. But while you're there, you get to control your own space. And that's where the balance comes in. You have to go through a consult with a lawyer to determine whether or not the Department of Labor regulations and the IRS regulations are met. So I'm not going to bore anybody else, but if you have any questions regarding your classification and whether or not you are doing it properly, whether your employer is treating you properly or the employing unit is treating you properly, you call the Myers firm. You look up the Myers firm on Facebook. You can book an appointment straight on Facebook. Myers firm has a link. Just book an appointment. I'll make myself available to you. And Instagram, it's G8TRATTY. That's because I'm a Gator, G8TR. University of Florida, go Gators. ATTY, lawyer, attorney. There we go. Oh, no, we have a Seminole fan here. Does that explain your Garnet?
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! This just happened.
Okay.
Listen, whatever happens here,
Yeah,
just
go
remember I'm in the
sports.
middle. Protect me. Don't hurt me.
I just hope all teams have fun.
That's right.
Spoken like a true
If you need
By the
to-
way, winning is a lot more fun.
I'm sure
winning
it
is
is.
fun. If you need to see Richard because you feel like, you know, you are an independent contractor, you do your own taxes, you're not getting W-2, you're missing out in possibly getting so many benefits, but you're deciding to be an independent contractor to have your own business and yourself.
Well, let's start to interrupt you, but this is what typically happens. You go into, like, especially in the salon industry or the barbering industry, where you got a space, and that's your space, but then the person that's giving you the space says, I need you to be here at a certain time. I need you to service so many people. You can't use certain language. You have to use my tools. You have to use my register. You can't use your own cell phone, right? You can't be on your phone while at work and all this other stuff. That's a lot of elements of control that makes you an employee.
Correct.
Yet he wants to write you off as an independent contractor.
But in the end, it's money laundering.
Tax evasion.
And yes, it's tax
And
evasion.
guess what?
I got in trouble for that. So.
And guess
Okay.
what? The
the
government,
opposite.
Well,
Trying to
let
claim on
me
me.
step. Why don't we have
government-
Paris explain his situation?
the government loves
of a different
and
point of view.
loves and loves those cases. They love it so much. Remember that.
Anyway, what I can do for you as an attorney is if you're in debate as to what you are, or if you're an employer and say, I'm not sure I'm doing it right. And by employer, I don't mean technically an employer. If you are, you have somebody in your space that you think have a relationship with, you don't know whether or not they should be an independent contractor or an employee. You consult with me. I have a consult fee that's less than my normal hourly rate for doing like casework, like litigation work. So you get a very basically a fee that's about 60% of what I normally charge. You sit down with me and you get your answers.
Yes,
And
because
it's an investment that you can't really be thankful enough for, because moving forward, you're not going to be in trouble with the IRS, Department of Labor, or anything.
it's very crucial nowadays because when I have a relationship with somebody, you know what the first thing I do? Richard knows everybody I know. You know why? Because in the past I didn't have that. And guess what? It hurt me so much. It hurt me badly. It made me, now I'm able to feel safe and secure. Like, it's serious. Like, at the long run, it may seem like it's too much money, but at the moment, it feels like it's too much money. In the long run, it's like, wow, I was used to laying out all this money all years for bullshit. But now you have
in this particular situation, when it comes to classification, do not be a penny wise and a pound foolish. Which is what people are like, you know what, I don't need to sit down with a lawyer. I kind of have an understanding what I need to do. I could go on the internet. And this is the thing that I say a lot. I said, don't confuse your Google search with my law degree.
Yes.
Okay. You can learn a lot from Googling. You'll get a general understanding, but you won't know the case law, how IRS has determined cases, how the Department of Labor has determined cases. You don't know the full 20 factors and how they're applied. So it behooves you to spend just a little bit of money up front and then move forward, especially if you're an employing unit.
For anything.
Because you may have dozens of people that you treat as independent contractors, and then you're going to get stuck with a stop work order.
For
where they
anything.
shut down your business because you're misclassifying people. So you don't want that.
If for anything, it would be like that. If you're having a money situation, if I lend you $1,000 and you tell me you're gonna give me you're gonna pay me interest, I'm gonna hire you to make sure that. And what's that like? What's your fee for something like that?
$10 million.
Shit. You know what I mean? You want to pay a fee because at the end of the day, somebody not paying you this much or whatever, you really worked hard for your money. Yeah. And then when you work at some place and you're working hard for your money, you're doing your own promoting, you're making sure you lock your people in for whatever. There's so many industries out there that are 1099, physical therapists and a lot of people, you know what I mean? And it's a hustle all the time.
I'm on that camera, right? Okay. So you don't have to read any of this, but those people who are checking in, this is part of the 20-point checklist. So I have written, this is from experience over the years, and I have a interview that follows this guideline. And this is what you need. If you feel like you're in a situation where I'm not sure whether I should be an employee or an independent contractor, this is where it's at. I got it under control, and you come see me.
He is the employment law lawyer.
Thank you.
Yes. But he also does other law. He practices in other fields.
So can I get my 30-second spiel now? I am a general practice law firm. About 2/3 of my practice is devoted to employment law. About another 20% is devoted to family law. And then everything else is like commercial litigation. It's about 5 to 10% contract disputes and so forth.
Artist?
Yes. Okay. So I would, developing contracts for your situation, for example. If you're putting yourself out there and you want to, I got something I need to disclose to somebody, but I don't want to yet release it, you would want a non-disclosure agreement or something of that nature. Okay. So you come see me for that. But generally speaking, I want everybody out in the audience to consider me as a general practitioner. Yes. If it turns out that I don't handle the particular problem that you have,
it's taken care
I've been practicing 28 years now. God, I can't believe it. So I've got a network of attorneys that I will refer you to one that can actually handle it better than I can. And by the way, that might give me an opportunity to get a referral fee out of it. So come see me. I don't want it to be like it's just money, but it's just money.
Listen, I just want to say the people that he knows are aggressive lawyers. They don't belong to a franchise. They're the lawyers.
Gotcha.
So
people I've developed relationships over time. I know if I go to them, they're going to be very happy with who I refer to.
Franchises are fun and all, but the money bracket is very little. But if you're going to do something, you want to go with a lawyer that's not going to break you off 10 times. Yeah. You have to break 10 people off or something Go to a lawyer that's going to handle business that has to get so many people involved and all the bullshit.
99% of the time, I also give my cell phone number out. Not a lot of lawyers do. I could be accessible at any time.
I call them all the time.
Yes, because you're in trouble all the time.
Maybe things just happen around me, and I'm just like, "Hey, Richard, this happened."
I try to extinguish as many flames as I can.
And he is a killer. He's a killer.
All right, now who are you? The song.
Oh, okay. I was like, Baaron.
I want to hear the song.
He said his name was Baaron.
I just want to say one more time. Richard Myers. I want to let you know that the moment I met you and we started working together, my life has changed in a positive way because I have, I do what I do. I don't have other people around me that I can say, Richard, can I make this decision? And you are.
Aren't you sick of me saying no?
Huh? No, not.
How many times have I said no?
He doesn't always say no, but he will let me know which is the correct form for me to deliver it in a different manner that it would be good.
I smooth the edges.
He smooths the edges, and it's because sometimes we act on emotion, and that costs
That
a
would
lot
be
of money.
not we.
I'm not gonna lie. Listen, I work really hard, and I'm very blessed. Let me tell you, and sometimes I act out of emotions. It's true, and I just do what I do. But then, well, whatever, Alfie. Alfie's over there talking shit.
Then
that I
I
do all the
remind
time.
you of the law.
And then, when I found Richard in my life, I said, Richard, this just happened.
No,
and
you
this
said
is...
Mr. Myers.
I said, okay. I said,
I'm just kidding. I'm just
I
kidding.
said, Mr. Myers, this just fucking happened. And how can I do this correctly? And he says, what the fuck?
Do I need to teach you how to do it correctly?
And he says, I'm not going to try to do it correctly. Do the fucking, listen, this is how you're going to do it. This is not right.
Yeah.
But this is how it is, because I'm very honest to him. Sometimes we act out of emotions and we don't know how to express ourselves. But attorneys understand what we're saying. Well, Richard Myers understand what you're saying.
You know, in a way, what you're saying, this is the interesting thing. People come see me for consults all the time.
Emotionally
and they
driven.
want me to cheerlead. They come in like they're trying to get affirmation. Like, this is, I've been victimized, and I need you to tell me how victimized I've been.
Yes.
And I'll just, no.
Yes, because at the
No,
moment...
I mean, if it's no, I mean, I'm not going to tell them no if it's not no. But if it's no, I'm like, this is, you're barking up the wrong tree, and I'm going to tell you right, just blunt, like, just...
Because you know what we
Right.
do? We call our friends and be like, yo, what the fuck? Blah, 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 blah. Why don't you call an attorney, even if you have to pay? Because let me tell you, that cost me way much money before my life.
You know what, my most often used phrase in my job
Let's
is
do it the right way, people.
You're not entitled to an asshole-free workplace. I get so many consults of so-and-so is treating me bad and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay. Right, so you got an awful supervisor. I get it. Is he treating you bad because you're a woman, or because you're old, or because you're disabled, or
Black,
because you're
white,
black,
Chinese,
whatever?
Spanish.
No. He treats everybody this. He's a fucking prick.
He doesn't deserve
Right,
to be there.
and I'm like, okay, thank you for your time. You don't have a remedy for that. I'm sorry, you're not entitled to an asshole-free workplace. So, for those of you out there listening to me right now, a lot of people suffer with. And it's funny how incompetence and assholes get promoted. It's weird because you see them in supervisory positions all the time. But if they treat you badly, along with everyone else in the workplace, you got no claim.
But I just want to cut you off and say something
Yes.
to those kind of people. Imagine if you were magnificent. How many people would move mountains for you?
You know?
You would be able to produce way faster, make more money. Say, guess what? This is what I made my team do. Let me get more. Like, you will live more successful, and the people with you will be successful. You know what I mean? But you don't want to do that, so that's why we have a lawyer.
You're preaching to the choir, but people have supervisors all the time that they see an underling as a threat to their existence rather than as someone that's contributing to their success.
And that's a mental
Right, and that's where they get
problem.
like, oh, he's being an asshole to me. But unless you can prove, from my perspective as a lawyer, and I'm trying to develop a case, unless you can prove it, you're a victim of discrimination on the basis of your membership in a protected class of people, then you have no case. If you're just treated like everyone
So
else...
if he's an asshole to everyone, you got no case.
Basically.
You're not being discriminated. You're being treated like everyone
Basically.
else.
But if you want to consult me, it's $75. Just kidding.
$75. But yeah, I'm just telling you guys, log on to all our pages. Everybody that's here. We have For Hire Radio. Log on to that. Who are you again?
Yeah, we're gonna do another
Let's hear you
song.
again. Let's hear you again.
We're going to hear another song.
All right,
We're
another
going to
song.
put Baaron back on.
Yeah,
That was the
Baaron.
Myers moment. It lasted a little bit more than a moment.
Okay.
But it was great information. You know why? Because you know what?
28 years.
We deserve to have that support, and sometimes we don't know where to reach it from, but we have that with the Myers Firm PA.
Wow. Nailing it.
Wow.
Yes.
That's
Meow.
3 in one episode.
Where did we find you, Baaron?
You can find me on Instagram at Baaron is cool, BAARONISCOOL, and wherever music is streamed, just my name, Baaron, BAARON.
And what are you going to play with us today?
I'm about to play actually the first song I've ever written, which is "Who Are You." So
I can't wait to
Is this
hear
you finding
it.
yourself, or what's the backstory?
that'd be a good idea for a song, but not necessarily.
Oh.
This
Well,
one
maybe you guys
was
can talk about it later.
this one was actually a post breakup as well. I had
Same girl.
yeah
Okay.
yeah. The whole EP is pretty much about the same girl, and
It's heavy.
yeah, a little bit.
I just want to say, you're a very handsome dude. You have a special swag to you.
Thank you.
So, like, you can really get whatever you want.
Oh yeah, I'm
Sorry.
sure I won't struggle with
He's
it.
20.
I
Okay.
will not go there.
That's
What's
over
wrong with
18.
you? What's wrong with you?
Jeez.
Jesus Christ. I
Not
know
even
we're wearing
21
fishnets
yet. Let
today,
him
but
swim.
really?
I know that crab apple has a lot of power.
Listen, I'm a child of God. Don't put me in
Preach
that
that, sister.
category.
Oh yeah. So yeah, the song after we broke up, she showed her true colors. You know, she wasn't who she said she was, and I kind of put that in a little bit of symbolism with this song. She's more of like a monster. So yeah, that's what this song's about.
Let's hear you, baby.
All right. I thought you were the one, but I'm glad I was wrong. Ever since you walked away, I haven't quite been the same. I thought you were the one, but I'm glad I was wrong. Still, ever since you walked away, recently I have noticed your form changed, sharp teeth and a forked tongue. Recently I have noticed your form changed, sharp teeth and a forked tongue. Who are you now? Who are you now? Who are you now? Who are you now? There was a time that I thought you were my destiny. Such a fucking shame that you've become so dead to me. You're dead to me, oh. But I thought you were the one. I'm so relieved that I was wrong. Recently I have noticed your form changed, sharp teeth and a forked tongue. Recently I have noticed your form changed, sharp teeth and a forked tongue. Who are you now? Who are you now? Oh, who are you now? Who are you now? Oh, 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 oh.
Oh, I thought you got it. Okay. So this is what's going to happen. This is when
I hate her. I hate her. I hate her.
No.
I hate her.
This is what's going to happen. Miss Razor Queen.
Okay.
I want to help promote him. Like, I have something for him.
Okay, I gotta hear it. What is it?
Like, I have something for him. It can go on air, but like,
We'll talk about it.
Sergio.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes. Yes. That was good. That was sexy. That was different. That was like, listen, I'm a 1990s chick. I'm 36 years old. When we were when it was my time, it was that sexiness, but you just brought it back in a different level.
Like Justin Timberlake.
No. Who the fuck is Justin Timberlake right now?
Star, he's 20.
Stop it. I'm just saying. Wow. Very beautifully composed.
Thank you.
Very beautifully composed. The
That
whole
was number one of the first song.
that
Yeah,
was
the first
that
song
was
we wrote.
that was the song. The song.
That started it.
You know what I mean? Both songs are lit, but like, just to know that was the song, I think everybody needs to hear it. That's that song. Like, we were there. We were there with that song.
No, if I were to write
we
my
could
song
express it,
of
that was
my
that.
hate, it wouldn't be so soft toned. Number one.
I quit.
He said, "I quit."
No, I was gonna say.
Wait. I can do this on the air. I can do this on this part. I can do on
Have
the
you
air.
been on it?
All right. So I'm going to tell the 2 minutes of the story.
Let's do it.
Not 1 minute.
I'm
maybe.
gonna put my
Okay,
lipstick
okay.
on for this one.
All right.
I'm gonna
So
have
a year and a half ago, I was engaged to somebody that I thought was the end all be all going to be my life. Okay, so I understand where you're coming from. Okay, all right. As it turns out, obviously it was nowhere near that. And at the very end, when I finally, after like 5 tries, I said, "I'm done." And I took all my shit from her house. I left a pair of sneakers.
Except the shoes.
Except the shoes. Now I realized, the sneakers. Now the sneakers were a gift from the previous girlfriend, which was sentimental to me.
Yeah.
Okay, which my then girlfriend knew about. I mean, I told her about it. Okay, all right. So this became a battle royale about getting them back. So I told Star at the beginning. I said, by the way, you're looking at me. I am almost 60 pounds lighter than what I was. And I said, I am going to change myself back to what I want to be.
Would you stress them out?
Okay.
I said you stress them out.
No.
Made him stop eating.
I
it.
made him a man.
Yeah.
I
I said,
made
I'm
him
going to
a
lose.
man.
So we created this fantasy world. Okay. I said, I'm going to lose. At the time, I thought all I needed to lose is 25 pounds. Right? Okay. I'm going to lose 25 pounds. We're going to rent a yellow Lamborghini.
Yeah, Lamborghini.
Your
God.
Now, mind you, there's a whole background story I don't need to get into about her being pissed that I met her because she thinks that she's some Charlotte. Okay. A floozy. Okay.
I have never
So,
slept
wait,
with
wait,
Richard
wait,
Myers
wait,
from
wait,
the
wait,
Mars
wait,
PA
wait.
firm.
So I said, we need to show up in a yellow Lamborghini at her house
with your fishnets.
with your fishnet. You hanging all over me. We're going to knock on the door. Give me my fucking sneakers back, you bitch. Right? Okay. Right? Okay. And it's a year and a half later, I'm still being played. I can't get my fucking sneakers back.
You're the lawyer. How can you not get them back?
I could go to lawsuit.
Listen.
But wait. This is what she
Honey,
always
boo-boo.
said. This is what she always said. And she's good at it, and I got to understand I'm being outplayed. I'll admit it. She goes gangster. Right?
It's
So
but
it's
a
like
gangster party.
She just takes it to a level I can't even anticipate every time I. But the positive thing out of it is because I was telling you it's in stages.
Mm-hmm.
I said I started thinking about myself and I need to get healthy. I'm off my blood pressure medicine. I'm no longer I have sleep apnea.
I gave him a
I
new
lost
look.
the weight. Well, I
gave
bought
him a new
a
look.
whole new wardrobe because I lost like 50, 60 pounds.
With the grill.
Yeah, right.
Listen.
Right, so I
I
got
just
a whole
wanna
new
say I gave him
wardrobe.
a
I
new
mean, I'm like, my haircut. You should see the ugly hair I had before.
I made
Yeah,
him.
it was bad.
I made him a dapper lawyer.
Right, so it's a mutually symbiotic relationship right now. But when you sing that song and you're the lyric, I'm like, it just
That's me.
now and yeah, everybody out there that's been through a terrible breakup can relate to it.
I mean, men do also have. You see, the
have
girls.
feelings.
The girls don't
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah,
Trying to pocket their belief.
I'm a grown up now. I'm 36 years old, and I learned men have feelings, girls.
Let me tell you, you're not alone. My best friend did the same shit to my daughter's mom. And we're friends again, though.
Yeah.
I beat his
Wait, I
ass,
gotta
but I
follow
mean-
this. Best friend. Wait,
Friends again.
Wait a minute. I got,
He's like my biggest fan too. It's really weird.
At
He
least
buys
he
all my
shot the fair
merchandise. He it's crazy.
But you gotta understand that what is not for you is not for you.
Yeah.
And I think our biggest, I think we get caught up in like being not wanted.
Yeah.
That's what fucks us up. But when we don't want something, we're really good at it.
I'm
what I
gonna
mean?
I'm gonna say something I've said to so many people, and you're gonna relate to this. I hope, and it involves the word hope.
Okay.
Hope is far more powerful than love.
Oh, yeah.
What you want it to be is far more powerful than what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, and it will always control you until a point where you break, and then the break hurts because you've given it so much hope for so long. And when you put hope in somebody, that in retrospect you realize they were never giving me what I was giving them.
Yeah.
It's crushing.
It really is.
It's crushing. I know. I get it. So, and that's what so many people experience in Millennium, right? Like this is
Because we
the
get
fodder of
attracted to-
songs for forever.
Listen, we get attracted
so-
to a picture. When I started coming out in the beginning, and I was doing a lot of things, and I was getting a little bit of like people were noticing me. At the moment, I was getting sold false dreams. You know what I mean? Because they knew what I brought to the table, and I was a good person, and I was like, you know what? Like in my heart, I always want everybody to win around me. That's my personality. Like I'm gonna win because I know I was born to be a winner. I always knew that about me. Yes, maybe I helped people win along the way that made me not win so much faster in another level that I could have been. Because, I'm just a person that wants to bring everybody up. Like, we can do this. We can do this for each other. Like, I like connections and families, friendships. I strive on that. I love that. I like barbecues with my families. Like, I want community. I'm always out there. Like, I go out there and do community events and stuff. I never post it on Facebook because I don't, you know what I mean? I contribute to that, but, like, my heart's there. I don't care about the bullshit, unless they ask me, Star, can you post this for me? I will post it, But, like, I want good for humanity. So, I just lost my fucking track.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I was waiting for you
You're
to figure
about to
that
make
out.
a major point.
I
Waiting
did.
for you to
I was
figure
like,
that
oh
part
God,
out.
nail it. Please
I
nail
was
this
about
point
to
down.
nail it.
No, no,
I was about to nail it.
I knew that was not going anywhere when it started.
Oh,
By the
fuck.
way, you have a guest.
yeah.
But,
I know where it's going. So
Regardless.
you want to see people win.
huh?
You want to see people win.
Absolutely.
I want to see people win. You know what I mean? Never, ever, ever, ever people out there. There's people out there that we get so attracted to it, but we got to identify what is good for us and what's not. Yes, it feels good, but remember, it could be a trick.
Yeah.
Follow your heart.
Yeah.
100%. It will save you so much money. It will
time.
save you so much drama.
No, listen. No, but no. The reality
Time.
is because you're young,
Yeah.
you're going to suffer this again.
Oh yeah. For sure.
Okay. I mean, the
Listen.
reality.
It's gonna happen for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
But each time you're going to recognize the signs earlier to the point where you got it like, you know what? I don't need to be in this situation because I'm better than that. But it's a learning experience.
You have
Like I
to
said, it
follow
happened to
your
me.
dreams.
I'm 56 years old, and it happened to me just last year. Okay? Not this. Not this anyway. Wait. What I'm saying is you have 35 more years of misery ahead of you. That's what I'm saying. You're good. No, okay. But
Follow-
you know what I mean. Okay.
Listen, no matter what, choose you. You're going to feel sometimes, because listen, you are so magnificent. There's another artist that I know that is on your level, like singing and playing. Like, that's such a beautiful art. You can compose and play your music.
Is this the guy that we had on at Gas Bars?
Yes.
That same guy.
Yeah, the same
Yeah,
guy.
he was really awesome.
It's
Is it
beautiful
similar? Yes, very similar
to
story.
be. You guys have like different vibes. Like you guys have different genres.
Okay.
But like, it's magnificent to see that come out of one's soul. Like you're doing it out of the guitar, and you play saxophone as well. You use instruments to bring your energy out through them, and you're also writing the songs.
Yeah, and it comes from a genuine space. There are people who try to market themselves for the marketing's sake, right? It's coming from a genuine space. That's what the other guy was like.
And then
cool.
it's coming out of your heart, and your heart is beauty. And guess what, homegirl? I just want to say, oops, he came to the Star Sheer show and he's going to be rocking with us. And he's going to meet so many bad bitches. And you're going to be like, oh my God, I wish I knew. I wish
what
you
it's
could take
really
me
all
back.
about.
Yeah, that's
But
why
guess what? Do you not know his manager is his sister? And do you not know that he knows Star Sheer now and he was on the Ohio Radio Network?
Right.
Hello. Bitch, you better go through us.
Hey, just know that the music industry is gonna be just like your ex. Like you're gonna have a lot of letdowns, a lot of setbacks, a lot of breakups with people. No different. So don't let that hold you back.
Yeah, it's gonna people that give you hope when the hope's not really there.
It's false hope.
Be
like a
in
motherfucker.
integrity with yourself, and that's it.
Yeah. Keep pressing on, no matter
if
what.
people let you down, it's for a reason. You don't want, maybe that doesn't belong to you, and you need to go with what belongs to you, and it's going to come. Just don't give up. You know what I mean? So today in our show, I told Sergio about this on our meeting because me and Sergio do network meetings on Thursdays at Amateur Works. It's been really fun. But we went to Ipo this time.
And where am I on Thursdays?
I don't know where you are, but me and him have a
You guys
recap
have something
of our
secret
network.
going on?
Every Thursday, bro.
Every Thursday, me and Sergio will meet up and we talk about our network and what we're doing. And we know what we do. Genesis speaks of the power of the word. And I'm not a religious person at all.
Not even one iota.
Not
But
all. Not all.
However-
We're gonna hear
All.
something. We're gonna hear
However, the
something
way I
profound.
interpret the Bible is I'm not going to lie. I just do it in a different way. And when it says the power of the word, I practiced it. I've been practicing my whole, not my whole life, but when I awoke, I've been practicing it. So now me and Serge, I'm not going to lie. I was in the casino. I could have made $1,000 that day. But Serge was like, excuse me, miss. We have to do our meeting on Thursdays. And I said, you know what? Because me and him were having a streak and big things were happening for the whole network for us. Right, Serge?
Facts.
We've been broadcasting live all over
all we
the
need.
place.
One
Our
word.
shows, our
Facts,
shows have been broadcasting live all over the place. We are bringing so many artists on our show. Different genres. People, dreamers and doers are coming out here to the Ohio radio station. Okay? Dreamers and doers.
More kudos to Serge because Serge, when we started just 9 months ago, had only 3 or 4 shows at the time, right? You're up to, how many? 20?
No, we're at 13 right
13. Okay.
Well, I know the
All
real
right.
numbers next month.
But
you guys
it's-
going to be like, what
But still,
happened?
That
Yes.
would be like a 600% growth,
Yeah.
or something in a year, which is
I got probably
incredible.
another 3 joining next month.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
just
And
very,
2 of them are major people.
Listen.
Yeah,
it's
because
just,
we're not major.
No, you're not. You're not.
No, I know that. I know that.
We're just passing.
We know that.
Sam.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait. Don't tell me it's a Tom G.
No.
Ah.
We're talking about media, DJ
okay.
level.
And I just want to
greatness.
say, Sergio, in Sergio, I found a brother, and you guys need to follow him, Flow Higher Radio. I found a brother because you know what? Me and him sit, and we tell each other, motherfucker, your family, when you find it, and my family, when I find it, we're going to be like, yo, you want to go to the Bahamas today? Yes, we are. Because we're connected to the world. We're connected to whole Tampa. We have so many shows. I almost said the number that's coming. But we have so many shows on our network, and we bring everybody on. We are Tampa Bay for real.
And
What about the
Serge,
book?
I saw a picture that you posted on
Okay.
on Memories on Facebook that was from 9 years ago.
Yeah.
I do like that more thin cut.
Thin cut with the bald head. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so Sergio's going to get a makeover for me because I'm going to bring
So
everything
tell us
here.
about the book that you brought up 5
Okay,
minutes
I
ago.
have a special book today.
Oh, boy, here we go.
Here we go. I'm going to get
Ah,
emotional.
jeez, I thought this is what you got through.
We have a
I
special
can't
book.
lie. I seen a post of y'all two the other day, and I thought you were dating.
No, don't.
Till I read it. Till I read
Okay.
it. Until I read
Let me
it.
tell you something. We're not dating. We work together.
We got to stop taking pictures.
Listen, that's my
Yes.
brother. Hello, I'm a tomboy, bitch.
What's about the book? Tell us about the book.
Okay,
So what is it about suckling his neck that makes him his brother?
I never suckled his neck.
I know, I'm
fucking
kidding.
liar.
Those are compromising photos.
We have a segment that if you follow us enough, we have a little page called Compromising Ohio Radio.
photos.
But you will never see them unless you fucking follow us the most.
So tell us about the book
So,
again.
okay.
Yeah.
Go
so,
ahead.
you know,
We're
I'm
right there. We're
so
right
my
there. We're at
show-
the end of the show.
my
We're
show.
Right there. Just land the plane.
Okay, ready? Ready?
Got plenty of fuel.
This is my show.
You don't got to keep circling the air.
I bring dreamers and doers on my show. And you know what? One thing about dreamers and doers, we have to be accountable. Accountability is a big trait that we carry to make us achieve our goal. And we need to like hold ourselves accountable. So today, I bought a dream book.
Boom.
The dream book I purchased at a little
doesn't
shop-
matter.
Well, it doesn't
Doesn't
matter
matter.
because they're not paying me, so I'm not gonna say.
Exactly.
Okay,
She
whatever.
bought it at the Miners from PA.
So I bought a dream book. So I'm gonna count me.
What is happening here? What is? What is?
No dead air.
Okay.
No dead air.
What is
So
happening?
I
Sarah?
counted me and my family.
Okay.
Wait, there's nothing on there.
It's
There's
blank.
nothing on it. It's a blank book.
Is that what your family means to you?
Shut up. No.
Killing me, Smalls.
Okay, we're gonna do one more because of
Come on,
you.
let's go.
Oh
So
wait,
this is
another
India.
blank page.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to get to Ebor today.
Okay.
Killing me.
I'm gonna have everybody in this room sign their name.
There
on this
you
page.
go. There you go. That's what we were talking
You know
about.
why?
Okay.
You're killing me,
Because
Smalls.
you are
You're killing
worth
me,
it.
Smalls.
And everybody's gonna do this.
Where-
And guess what? We're gonna achieve
You're
our
killing
every
me,
dream.
Smalls.
Do we need to just sign our names and
Just
put our
sign your
dreams
names.
down, or just sign our names?
So the first one up will be Serge because he's
Of
the
course.
president. Well, don't bend the page right there. Those are my kids. You messed it up.
What do you mean you messed it up? There's
You messed
what,
it up.
what do you-
No.
they're blank pages.
They were blank pages, but I'm the first
You
one on the
counted
page.
the page?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Jesus. I thought we were all just going to sign our names on pages, random pages.
No, because my kids have to come first.
Okay, I understand that. Cool.
Okay.
So I just write my
Can't
name.
wait to
Sign.
see you next year in high school.
The CEO of the Ohio Radio, and then the president of the Ohio Radio will come on, and then Richard Myers,
Of
the Myers Firm PA.
nailing. You have no idea how we have no because we went like 25 shows in a row. Her missing,
Yeah.
like not getting it right. No, she nailed it like last month and a half. Has been good.
Listen, I just want to tell you that I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Don't let
What's today, the
anybody
8th?
tell you that you
Yeah,
cannot
the 8th.
achieve what you can achieve come into your head. Because guess what? You can achieve anything in the world you want.
I just want to say kudos
Oh,
to
you
Mom and
there.
Dad.
Sign on the
Yeah,
same
for
page.
sure.
But we want to say something
You
to
want.
Mom and Dad. Why don't we give the microphones to Mom and Dad
You
real
want to
quick?
say a word?
You guys can steal my mic.
No, you turn it.
Just one word.
One. It's a
One word.
No,
One
for
word.
real. Let me see.
Facts.
Facts.
Just pass the book around so we can go.
Raise them right.
Don't
Pass
bother
the book
now.
around.
That's it. Nailed it.
Facts.
Everything y'all just said. Facts.
Facts.
That's all you need to do. What are you doing? What are you unraveling? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Kill the camera, bro.
Right there, perfect. Don't touch it.
Wait, it's not even.
Don't touch it! Oh my God, you
I'm
can't even
telling you
see it.
about the industry. It's mean. So you have a lot to write about, but it's
Listen, I'm going to
it's
tell you
mean, man.
something.
That's totally.
I'm
I've been
tell you
there
something.
for a long time. It's mean.
You be in integrity
Said, don't touch it. What's the first thing you
and
does?
be in your heart and know that whatever is coming is trying to stop you. And you will achieve everything you need to. You know? You would achieve anything you need to and you will give back to our community. Because our community needs that.
But does she have your sneakers? Does she have anything of yours? Nope.
Listen, my ex stole my sex toys and I don't know why.
Maybe he's using them for himself now.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Excuse me. When you will, I don't even want those items anymore, but damn, did you have to take the whole chest?
He might have switched teams.
Yep.
Probably he's getting it in himself.
Yeah. He's probably
Okay, so
doing
last time
himself
before we let you get out of here, contact information if anybody wants to book you.
How do we get you, baby?
You can find me on Instagram at Baaron is cool, BAARONISCOOL. You can find me on all music streaming platforms at Baaron, Baaron. My manager is Razor Queen.
Razor Queen.
So for most booking, I would go through her, but if you can't get a hold of her, go ahead and hit me up.
And that boy Nick's on Instagram.
How are we gonna Paris.
How are we gonna find you now, baby?
I'm in a change at the moment, so don't even worry about it. You'll see me in the future.
Listen, you guys need to follow him. There we go. He is transitioning very rapidly. You guys need to see what he's doing. Like,
but if you want to follow the transition, it's that boy Nix, Nix. That boy Nix.
Listen, Nix has been blowing up.
No,
really
not
hardcore.
the, not with the A either. THE or THAT. Yeah.
Oh God!
Y'all got me drinking too much of this Crown shit.
Listen. I just want to say, follow. Where can we follow you on Facebook?
There's a link on my Instagram.
Okay, so follow him on Instagram, that boy Nix, and then you will be able to see him his transition. Which I don't know why he's doing it because he was blowing up so hard.
Trust
before,
me, there's a reason for everything.
And now he just changed it up. Like he had so many followers. Like
no, not really. There's a reason for everything.
There's a reason for everything he says, and I can't. And he's probably gonna tell me after off the air.
if we ever get
money
to
talks.
But,
let's just say that money talks.
But let me tell you something. Follow him. He's a real nigga.
Oh, I didn't say that.
He's a real nigga. Like, today he came
in a different world I am, but I'm not saying that. In a different lifetime, yeah.
He just has an amazing story. He's been a lot of places and he's been so successful. I've been watching his Facebook and I'm like, wow, I wish I had a lifestyle. He's like on the fucking strip in Vegas, like in beautiful pools. I'm like, excuse me, sir.
Oh my God.
But he's just chill. One day he was throwing $100 off the balcony to people. I was like, excuse me. Like,
this is why I'm leaving that life. It's different now.
He was just like blurring it out.
That was Nick.
For Christmas.
That was Nick.
He's admiring your former life?
My former life.
Okay.
I just want to say he just doesn't. Listen, he doesn't do a lot of clout. He's not about it. But I just want to say, like, wow, he does a lot for the community.
Hey, can you speak for yourself, maybe?
I hope so. I don't know. I don't think so.
He does a lot for our community.
Chime in at some point.
He does a lot for our community, and guess what? You're an amazing individual because you just buy food for the homeless.
As we circle the airport.
And you do a lot of things, so I just want to honor you tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate the kind words.
I want to honor you tonight for everything you do.
Fabulous co-host.
Are we descending?
No,
and
seriously.
I'm so happy you came through today because I know you're so busy with everything you're doing. And you are honored for everything you do for people.
I want to come back again on that side.
Boom, let's do that.
I appreciate that side too.
Listen.
Not that I don't appreciate this side.
I just want to say he just does a lot for humans and he doesn't have to, but he does. And nobody gives him like
right.
I know you.
Can I interrupt here for a moment?
Do it.
Usually when we close out the show, it takes about 15-20 minutes for her to get through this diatribe at the end.
Yeah, okay. She never ever.
She never just says. She never just says.
I already signed it. Hold on, I got like 4 more names I got to sign. So let's go. Why not?
All your names right now.
All of my names.
And we're gonna pass them on the room because this is the dream book.
This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play Gino Lexus
signature right now.
I'm gonna play Gino Lexus right alone. And I'm gonna close the show.
Thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you, Tampa Bay.
Love y'all.
Tampa Bay. Thank you for everything.
Perfect.
Next week we're at Tangra.
As we yes.
Next week we're at Tangra Rooftop.
Next week, Tangra Rooftop. Y'all come out.
See you there, baby. February 15th. February 14th, we're gonna be where? We'll tell you during the week. You have to watch us.
And I have to
tune in. We here.
Tune in, baby.
This is Gino Lexus right alone, y'all. Just tuned in. This Choppin It Up with Star Shear.
Right?
Thank y'all for tuning in. It's been a great night. We out of here.
Where depending on a friend for advice put me in the hell's kitchen itching when I know they thoughts coming with a cost. Some rob stores, some strive to be the coke lord. Movies give ideas to the youth when they ain't employed. Hardly read books, television teaching all the boys how to be a thug, how to sling drugs, how to pimp sluts, and the little girls being taught how to give it up. Growing up, thinking that's the world they should live by. Satisfied with value meals, never heard of red by. Seem like a black good guy, hard to come by. And if you see the one you like, probably the one to die. Look how I'm portraying Hollywood as aggressive. Thinking to our history, the world's been impressive, but try not to stress it. Turn off the tube, take a walk outside and put the world in your view when it goes. Than the rest, majority here low income residents, spending dead presidents, downtown big execs, used to go on a cruise, elevating to a jet lag, on your internet, everybody online, iPhone advanced, but it don't increase the user mind, everybody on apps, that's including me, I need one to say the right words at eulogies, hard times call for hard rhymes, people want a club track, but it's so hard to put it on the line, thought the sign was a shooting star, falling from the sky, now I realize when I rise and I'm still alive, that's a true sign, that's a true call. Saw Farrakhan to Tampa, crew ballin', came in this world the same way we leave, in between I'ma cherish every second that I breathe when it goes.
Shout out to Gino Lexus. Shout out to Janelle. Shout out to Young Pun. Y'all go get that. Let's Live in the Dream album. Available everywhere, all streaming platforms. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. It's been a good night. Chopping it up with Starshare. Catch us out in Ybor City. We're going to try to get into some shenanigans tonight. It is the night parade, so we're going to head out here shortly. Thank y'all for tuning in. We got the Shizzle Show tomorrow with some very special guests, DJ Sandman, DJ Win. It's going to be a great night. Thank y'all for tuning in. Gobble, 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 gobble.
And we're clear.